Behind me is a Volvo 1800E from the 1970s. It is arguably one of Volvo's most important cars in history. It was also probably Volvo's best contribution to the sports cars, and in terms of classic cars, it is arguably one of the most beautiful cars to have come out of Europe, if not the most beautiful to come out of Europe. I am currently very fortunate to be at the Volvo test facility. I'm in Sweden and I'm trying to chase the sunlight because, as you know, towards the end of November, early December, which is at the period where I'm filming this video, there's not a lot of sunlight up here. At around 3:30 p.m. the sun is going down. This is what's happening right now, so I'm trying to film this video as quickly as I can to to take advantage of the little amount of sunlight I have left. There's obviously a full written review on TopSpeed.com with some really nice photos. I also had a chance to drive the station wagon of that car, and I also drove one of Volvo's first electric prototypes, the C30E. So go check that out on TopSpeed.com. But let's focus on this one for now. Appropriately yellow. I love the color, and this is actually the second time I drive the 1800. It is a beautiful sports car. Like I said, it was available either as a coupe or as a station wagon. They're both really pretty, but I really felt it was important to focus on this coupe because I just like the way this thing looks, especially in its profile. Look at this. Look at the side profile on this car. This was actually designed by a very famous Swedish boat designer, which is why it kind of has a boat feel. You got a nice, the tail fins right here that kind of look like a vintage boat. Look at the way the rear drops down. Absolutely gorgeous. The 1800, its name is actually derived from its engine. It was powered by a 1.8 liter four-cylinder. Not all that powerful. You had less than 150 horsepower when it came out. But it wasn't exactly, the point of this car was not to make it a high performance machine. It was more of a comfortable grand tour, a car with which you could just drive the distance, go far with. And as a matter of fact, it is with this car that the world record for the highest mileage of any production car was set. We're talking about 5 million kilometers by an American owner who drove it all the way to Alaska. It's actually exhibited right now at the World of Volvo museum, where they have all their vintage cars. A lot of emphasis on comfort and safety, which has obviously always been a Volvo trademark. I love the solidity of these handles, nice thick buttons. Look at this. They don't make them like they used to. When you press on it, listen to that. It feels solid, it feels of great quality, and that's really what stood out of the 1800 versus other sports cars of its era. This car was also very popular in the TV series The Saint. Roger Moore drove one. It was actually his personal car. And Volvo kind of came out of left field with this car because it was known for making station wagons, safety focused vehicles, and then it came out with this sleek sports car. Nobody saw it coming. It didn't pick up very well in terms of sales, but then the fact that it was featured in the Saint allowed it to gain a lot more popularity. You got these nice leather straps back here. I don't know if you can see it through the window. I'll try to lower the seat here so you can see. Beautiful, beautiful interior, nice leather seats. They're very thick, they're very comfortable. And comfort really is the trademark of this car, because when you sit in it, I usually have a lot of trouble fitting inside old cars from this era. And except for the massive steering wheel, which hugs my knees, that's obviously not adjustable, I can see myself driving around in this thing for a long period of time. Nice big analog gauges, look at that, you got them right here. And you've got these big switches for the headlights, for the wipers. And all you have in terms of stocks is the little tiny blinker stock right here, or you have an overdrive, and that's really neat. When you turn it on, you have the red light right here. So basically, this is a 4-speed manual transmission, and it shifts very well. It's nice and sturdy. I like how long shifter, look at that. You can really grab it and shift into gear. And then once you're at the top of 4th gear, you activate your overdrive, and then it kind of goes into a temporary 5th gear, and it allows you to cruise along on the highway. You do have to remember to take it off though, because if you slow down and you're stuck in overdrive, well, the car will kind of bog out, but you'll feel it before it's time to remove this. So we don't have a lot of sunlight, but yeah, you're still seeing me. Plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. This car is comfortable, it's smooth, It's not that powerful, but you know, this is one of the rare cars where when you drive it, you instantly don't really care about performance. You just want to drive, and you want to drive for a very long time. It's smooth, it's comfortable, it's actually quite stable on the road. And I drove the station wagon, and it's cool because the station wagon basically offers you all of the benefits of the coupe, but with more cargo space. And that's really, you know, wagons are Volvo, Volvo are wagons. It really, you know, illustrates the car maker at its best. You know, I'm fascinated by the build quality in this thing after, you know, so many years. Look at the thickness of the doors. Look at that. The Japanese never managed to do doors like that. You know, the hinges, everything is very solid. No rust on this example. This is all original. The big Volvo logo right there. Big steering wheel, like I said, with the horn. Trusty horn. Interesting quirk about this car. I don't know if you can see underneath. I'm going to try to get some light. I don't have much in terms of light. One second here. I'm going to turn on my phone flashlight because it's really getting dark. Welcome to Sweden, everyone. It's part of the charm of the country. So the switch is right here. You're seeing the temp and the defroster, while your fan speeds are all adjusted down here. So you adjust your you know, your HVAC controls are basically down there. They're hidden, and of course you have your trusty cigarette lighter, ashtray right here. Turn off my flashlight here. One last feature I like about this car is, again, underneath the dashboard, you have a vent switch. I don't know if you can see it down here. So that vent switch opens up some vents on the outside of the car. You can actually see them on each side of the 1800, and it allows air to flow into the cabin and then back out. This was the early days of advanced HVAC controls, but it allows the car to be very comfortable and really drives the point home that this is a grand tour. Well, there you go. Quick walk around of the Volvo 1800. Of course, go check out TopSpeed.com. I have a full written detailed review of the car on there. Volvo is giving me access to a lot of really crazy stuff. I'm at their test track, and I'm about to go visit an area that I'm not allowed to talk to you about until next year. But there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that'll come out of that. Stay tuned.